flow again. Basically immediately ran into more, like this giant ridge right here. I think basically I'm in an area where the entire thing is kind of like an old lava flow, so I'm gonna be running into lava constantly. But this ridge is pretty giant. It's kind of just on the way to where I'm intending to go, but it in of itself is pretty cool too. So I might just record part of my adventure. I don't know if I'm going to label all this stuff. It's kind of insane. I need to find a way through these bushes. Honestly, what I would like to do, my original intention for my 360 videos would just be to record my entire hikes, all of my hikes. I wish I could do that, but they're so long. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of just showing the more interesting parts at this point in time, but I wish I could just record the whole thing. But it just gets ridiculous at a certain point. Didn't expect this to be such a huge change in elevation right here. It's crazy. Not really looking at the contours. It's crazy because this is not where I'm intending to go, but it's pretty cool in of itself. I still don't think I'm going the right direction. I keep kind of changing directions to get up onto something and then going the wrong way to get to where I want to go. Okay. But it's fun. It's fun to show this random stuff too. I guess as long as I'm orienting myself in the right direction toward my intended destination, I can just record this stuff. Okay, I need to change directions again. Look at all these like random patches of lava everywhere, so there's just too many to catalog. It's just ridiculous. That's why I said I think this is just a really old lava flow. So at one time this whole area was just rocks, and then over time stuff started growing on top of it and whatnot, but oh, this is insane. Need to get under this tree. Ugh. This might be kind of a longer form recording, just showing, I don't know, I just want to show everything. I know everybody on YouTube just wants short little highlights of things. Nobody's going to watch these long videos, and that's fine, but I still want to do it. Even if nobody ever watches them, I still want to do it. Okay, I think I'm generally on the right trajectory now, more or less. Oh, it's such a shame to not be able to mark these. I could sort of just make marks later. Like, since I have this video, I can just like pause the video and put letters and all that stuff. But I don't know. I'm gonna put one right here, just cause. B1287, I'll call it. It's kind of goofy because the whole thing is boulders everywhere, but whatever. It'll make a cool picture anyway. That's part of it too. I don't know, I haven't figured out what my own goals or my system is, but I like marking as many things as I can to show that I've explored it, so I don't have to go back and explore it again. Especially if I take a video, it's like kind of done. It's recorded. It's proven. I've been there. But also I like getting photos at each destination. Just, I don't know, it's like a collection of photos to every place I've been. So I just take a still shot from my 360 video is essentially what I'm doing. Let's see, I want to make sure I'm still going the right direction. Should just keep my map open. It's one of those times where I feel like I'm potentially going in circles, sort of. Wow. Did not really predict this landscape, like just this quite interesting, quite a varied landscape. Part of the fun for me in hiking is route finding, so if I was like super like the planning type, I would look at satellite view and look for clearings and try to chart out a GPX file in advance to sort of loosely follow. But I found that, I don't know, I've tried that sometimes, and it can work if you see really clear things in satellite, but sometimes you just can't see it from the satellite view, and so you just have to go there, and then once you're there you just do a turn by turn, like on the fly, look for ways around bushes and through trees as little resistance as possible. I'm actually just amazed at how different this part of the forest looks too. Almost looks like a rainforest. I mean, it's kind of ironic because of course it's raining, but just the trees are bigger, there's more lush vegetation. Like some of the areas I go, they almost look like a desert, you know? Not too many big trees, and it's kind of sandy ground. Here it's like very lush everywhere. Look at that tree right there, that's interesting. Man, I could just mark all of these boulders, it's ridiculous. Getting kind of close to where I was intending to go. I'm not even sure it's going to be any more interesting than the stuff I'm passing to get there, honestly. Here's that tree I was talking about right here. Just a big base to it. Almost there though. I'm gonna run out of batteries today for sure. I already ran out of one and have it charging, but if I do this crazy massive recording, I can't even keep it charged while I'm recording. It's weird that I don't really see up ahead of me what I think I should see based on the contours that I marked in advance. I'm looking for kind of a crater formation of some sort, but I'm basically following ridges of crater-like things anyway, so I don't know that where I'm going is going to be particularly different than what I've already seen. Basically on LiDAR map, there's like this perfect arc that I can follow, and I'm hoping that that will be pretty plain once I get there. I think this is it right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is probably it. This ridge of rocks here. So yeah, I made it. Okay. Sweet. Alright, so I'm going to follow this ridge now. I don't know if I should start it over as a new recording or just call it good. This is, man, this is infinite stuff. It's like too much stuff to do here. It even goes further down than what I had marked. It just keeps going. There's too much to do. Not sure how far to go down. Oh, I should probably go down kind of to where this ends. I should mark some stuff here. Okay, let's call this P65A, I guess. P as opposed to B, like I've been doing most of the time. I think this is going to be a long video. I'll just keep it going, I guess. Shoot. Oh man, this is never ending. I can see just like ridge after ridge after ridge. I'm not even going the direction that I plans to go. I'm gonna turn around and go the opposite way, but I see all this crazy stuff. I can't just not explore it, you know what I mean? Just can't help it. I wish I could just go a little bit faster, because it's kind of overwhelming. Just too much to do here. Man, look at this crazy stuff. Oh, I might just like spend a good portion of the day at this one spot because it's so much bigger and more significant than I expected. Look at that, like those further ridges to my right, I did not expect those at all. Oh, look at that thing right in front of me. Oh my goodness, it's huge. What? That might be the other side of it because it's kind of a ring. That could be the other side. I might end up coming down that way if I go around this whole thing. Oh shoot. It's kind of raining, kind of snowing. I need to cover up my microphone. Alright, let's give this a minute. This is crazy. I'm like overstimulated. There's just too much here. There's too much to do. P65B. show that thing over there. Shoot. Also getting my camera wet, which I'm not happy about the rain for that reason. It's not because it's not going to damage the camera, it's just that it gets the giant water drops on the screen and it's annoying. I hope I'm actually recording 360 because every time I clean my screen, I'm like, or clean the lenses, I'm hitting the screen and potentially pushing touch screen buttons. I wonder if I should lock that or something. I don't know. What do I do? Where do I go? There's so much stuff. It's crazy. Probably the best way to see all this stuff, kind of stuff quickly would be to have a drone fly through it, but that'd be so hard to do. You have to do like a FPV drone. Actually, I guess I could cut over to that giant tall thing over there and assume that it's the other side of this boulder or crater. Oh, it's huge. It's way bigger than I thought. It's giant. And if I go up that way, I'll eventually circle back to where it started, assuming that it is the other side of the crater. Gotta make good time here. Shoot, it's like legitimately raining. I guess I need to bring like a wiping cloth with me to keep the lens dry. It's not really something I've considered before because I don't normally hike in the rain. So yeah, this is what I mean by route finding. I'm just looking for a path that cuts through these trees and bushes without me having to slog through them. It's especially important when it's crazy wet like this because it gets my entire clothing and everything all soaking wet if I go through these heavy bushes. Ouch. Okay, I'm almost to the other side of this. I need to check my map to actually verify that I'm still on the same thing that I think I am. It could be something else entirely. Try to make good time though. This is going to be a long video, but yeah, I'm on the other side of the crater now. That's cool. It's so big too. I'm going to try to like take it kind of fast so it's not a ridiculously long video. It's going to be long, but okay, I need to clean my lens off again. Going to be a nuisance. Deep, so I kind of want to go all the way down to the bottom so I feel like I've done the whole thing, but this could like essentially never end. Let's call this right here the end of it. Looks kind of like the last part of the rocks anyway. Man, rain, go away. It's annoying. Okay, so this is P65C. Show that stuff too. It's always hard to know which angle to get. If you can tell, I'm kind of excited I'm not like a easily excitable person. I don't like really show my excitement outwardly that much. I've always kind of considered myself sort of like Spock or something. Oh, this is so cool. Shapes of this stuff is wacky. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight up this ridge. But like, I know I don't sound overly excited because my voice is sort of monotone, but this is me when I'm pretty excited. Otherwise I'm like even less interesting sounding, if you can believe that. Well, you've seen some of my videos already, perhaps. In those I wasn't quite as excited as I am today. This is particularly cool. Whew. I had no idea it was going to be this steep. Oh, this is intense. Oh. Oh. Oh crap. Woo! Barely caught myself. Wow, this is legit. I like when I marked these with the arc on the map, I thought like, I don't know if this will be that cool. I didn't know if I would even ever come here, because believe it or not, there's even bigger, cooler things close by. So this is just like a minor feature compared to some of the bigger ones. And so I thought, I don't know if I'll ever go there. Good thing I did. Super cool. This is awesome. Might take all my energy for the day, plus time. Might not have time for too many other adventures after this one. There's definitely a high point. Might not be the highest point, but wow. I can't believe how huge this is. It's gigantic. Across there you can see the other side of the crater. I'll be coming back on that. It's so big. That's cool. Let's call this P65D. Oh, it's crazy how often I have stupid technical issues, like my GPS remote isn't working, and that's kind of rely on that for for a lot of stuff when I'm doing these recordings. Keeps my time synced, which is important to me. But anyway, that's why I show the clock at the beginning. I don't know if I'll leave those in or I'll edit those out, but at the beginning of each of these videos I'm recording a few seconds of my clock so I can synchronize it later. Is that snowing? It's like, it's not really snowing where I am. Like, look at this, look at behind me, it's barely snowing. It's like slowly coming this direction. And then behind me over here, it's like snowing like crazy. That's crazy. At first I thought, is all that coming down from a tree? Because it was like localized right over there. Kind of like the, I don't know, I think Charlie Brown has that thing where the rain is like right where he is or something. But, what? And it just stopped. Look, I'm in a place where there's none, and then it appears again. The other thing it reminds me of, I just started watching Truman Show again. It's one of my favorite movies. Just, I don't know, it's such a unique idea with Jim Carrey. And there's a part in that where the rain is only right on him and he's like, "Ooh!" It's so hilarious. It's genius. It's kind of doing that right now. Like, I can see like little patches of snow, and then I look around in a different direction, there's like not much snow or no snow. It's really weird. This is a fun adventure. I'm liking this. The only thing that could make it better in a way is if it was really nice weather, or actually the temperature's fine because I'm wearing the right stuff for it. I think it's like, it's less than 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's almost freezing, but it doesn't feel that cold at all because I'm moving around and I'm wearing some pretty good gear. Let me clean my lens off again. Wow, look at that tree, it's huge. Go under that for some shelter while I clean my lens off. I'm gonna have to clean it off like 50 times. It just keeps snowing. That is a big tree, especially for this area. There's not really a lot of big trees like this in this area. I know there used to be, but they did a lot of logging in this area, and there's not a lot of big trees left like this. I'm gonna make a note of that, just a giant tree. Where's this? I wish there was some device that could keep the water and the snow off of the lens. I was actually thinking of like a little fan or something. I don't know if that would work, but I think Mythbusters tried something like that where they tried to make an umbrella by using a fan or something. I don't know if it was Mythbusters or Slow-Mo Guys or somebody, one of those big YouTube channels. Anyway, it's just kind of a fun idea. Like, just have a tiny fan on the selfie stick right by the camera, and maybe it could blow the flakes at least. Maybe not the rain, but I feel like snow is kind of light and fluffy. It might actually work, but probably not. It would definitely be loud too. Plus you'd have to have a battery. Oh, this is cool though. It's not all rocky, but even just like following the ridge, I really enjoy being right on the edge of something. Like if you look down here in the crater on that side, on the other side is stuff. My recording just reset. I think that's a setting, an option that I set. There's like some boulders over here that I'm really wanting to explore, but they're not on part of the crater. So I feel like I should explore them separately someday, not necessarily right now. Oh, it's like a huge, like just ridge of boulders over here. But it's totally not part of the crater that I'm following, so I'm gonna have to come back here. I'll make a visual note of this, so check this out. This giant area with rocks and stuff. Whoa, look at that tree. What in the world? I don't know if it scale doesn't really show in the 360 videos very well unless you get up like close to something. It feels like everything looks small, I think. But that is a big tree. I'm gonna mark that one. I'm also gonna mark that there's massive boulders over here to explore. Okay, I just want to go right over those boulders, but I have a mission. Can't get distracted like that. This video is already going to be crazy long. Probably be an hour. This will easily be my longest video yet. I am going at a pretty good pace though, so could be worse. In one of my other videos I said something about I don't really like to explore craters, but that was very ambiguous. What I meant was, I don't even know which one which video, but I'm annoyed that I said it because I love these craters. What I meant is I don't usually go down into the crater. I usually spend all my time up on the rim, like walking around the circle basically. But sometimes you can get some pretty cool stuff down in the crater too. It's just most of the time that's not the case. It's kind of just a hole basically. Let's see. I haven't really been marking much, but I'll mark this. This is cool. Wow. All this P65E. This is amazing. All this P65F, I guess. Those boulders behind me are continuing. This whole area is just full of volcanic features. Here comes the snow again. Or sleet or something. It's been doing all sorts of weird precipitation today. Barely letting up. Yeah, it's crazy too because, oops, my microphone is not covered. I really expected it to be pretty much dry today based on the forecast. It's so annoying. I mean, I'm not like regretting coming out. I might have, if I knew it was going to be like this, I might not have come out today, and that would have been such a loss. I wouldn't have done any of this cool stuff. So yeah, I'm super glad I came out. Look at this area right here. It's so mysterious looking. It's like these huge trees, and that's cool. This area is awesome. Okay, gotta mark it. P65G. This might be kind of my favorite spot here. I might take the thumbnail for my video from here or something. Super cool the way that these trees are just kind of going out in different directions. Plus all these awesome rocks and stuff. Okay, I have to not get overconfident in these areas. Could be a little bit tricky when it's wet like this. Oh, exactly. I took that really well, how I landed my leg. Thankfully, I didn't hit my knee directly on anything. That was probably a blessing, honestly, a blessing. Can't take credit for that. Okay, so I'm going to cut down here. I would love to be up here on the top. That's where I naturally want to be, but that big tree that's coming up is going to block my way. So I have to go down around it a bit. Wow, this stuff could totally collapse too. That area up there is pretty sweet too. Okay, I have to go down a little further than I would normally like to, just to get around this stuff. Wow, look at that. What a weird formation. It's like a perfect square almost. Okay. Look at that up there. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to try to get back up to the ridge line, hopefully. Follow that the rest of the way around. I need to get some kind of rubber band for that shower cap thing if I'm actually going to continue using that. It doesn't stay on very well. It actually works pretty good though. Like, I like to do DIY stuff like that. That's like a little piece of my bike covering. Little center console where my phone goes, that goes over it. Keep it waterproof. I like reusing things that aren't really meant for what I'm using them for. Just to be kind of efficient, not buy specific products for everything. Since I already have this, I don't see any reason to buy another thing. Wow, this is high right here. Oh, I think my battery's going to run out before I get all the way around. P65H. Okay, I have to be careful here because I can see like this big rock here. I could probably kick it off, honestly. I need to, probably the safest thing would be to go down there to my right, but I'd like to stay up here and go under this tree. I'm just not sure if I can do it reasonably. The tree's kind of in an annoying position. Like a very annoying position. I would have to like sit down if I went that way, but I'm already here, and plus it's actually not that easy to get down to that other spot that I was talking about, so. Oh no! My shower cap. That thing is a real nuisance, I can tell you that much. Ooh, what in the world? More trees to contend with. Gotta squeeze through here somehow. This is cool, cool, cool. Probably getting relatively close to where I started. Like at the beginning I cut across to the other higher side and then I circled back. I was planning to come up this way originally, and I would have come down the opposite side, but I don't know, something led me to go the other way. Let's see, would it be counterclockwise? I went counterclockwise. Wow, look at that. Crazy. This is awesome. I feel like if this is all I do today, this is very satisfactory. I don't really need to do more than this. If I still have time, I'll probably do something else, but like this is more than adequate for an adventure. Whew. I don't know if you can see, but straight across is that highest point where I was before, where I had to climb up like super steep. Okay, let's call this P65I. Oh shoot, I'm in the wrong category. Have been for a while. I'll fix those later. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close. I think I'm like at least 3/4, or about, at least, yeah, about 3/4 of the way around. Maybe a little bit more. 80%. Oh, I don't know if I really posed for a picture there. I often like have my mouth wide open because I'm breathing heavy to get up these places, and I always want to get a decent picture, so. Okay. I wished I had unlimited battery capacity, but sometimes it's kind of fun to try to race the battery. See if I can finish the adventure before my battery runs out. On a big one like this, a big adventure like this, there's no ways. I can't go that fast. I can't remember how long these batteries last, but it's less than an hour. It's I think like 40 minutes or something. I think maybe when they were brand new they might have lasted around an hour. I can't remember. I don't think they ever lasted a full hour though. Technically I think I can run off USB power, but I don't know. I should try that sometime. I always try to figure out all the tech things, but every time I try to cut corners and do something cool, there's always some problem with it. I have this like knack for finding all of the technical difficulties in all of my devices. It's just okay. I think this is where I started. This is looking really familiar. So let me check. If so, I was super close to finishing before the battery died. Yeah. This is basically where I started, so cool. I'm not going to show the going back through the forest to get back to my bike and stuff, so I'll probably end it here, but I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. This is probably maybe my favorite one I've done so far, most likely. It just really knocked my socks off. It was like so much cooler than I expected, so pretty happy about it. I don't know how much more I'm going to do. It's only 1 o'clock. I got plenty of time, really. We'll see. I might do more adventures, might not, but anyway, thanks for joining me on this one. Leave a comment if you like it, or if you want to see more stuff like this. Follow, and I'll be adding more of these as often as I can. Like I said before, though, I'm not going to do as many in the winter probably because I can't get out as much. Plus I'm going to start working, hopefully, Lord willing, pretty soon, and so I won't have as much time to get out, but plus it gets darker early, all that yada yada. But anyway, I'll try to keep the content coming as much as I can, but I'm not going to get into the YouTube trap where you always feel like you have to post all the time. It's going to be more of a relaxed, whenever I can type of thing. I'm not really seeking to grow a huge channel. I've said this in my live streaming for like 4 years. Anybody that knows me knows this, but it is fun to find people that are interested, but it's more for me. Just recording these adventures really is fun, to have these to look back on and stuff. So anyway, thanks again. I will see you all next time.